Hello folks, Danny here. Today myself and the application team are bringing you a special contest. As you should hopefully know, with the new application system we intend on integrating videos with the format itself to allow us to explain the application system in detail, along with racial profiles. For this we of course need voices, and there's 5 different types of voice that we're specifically looking for. Firstly, there's someone to voice the main video itself. This video explains the application system entirely. And secondly, we're looking for 4 different people to voice each of the major races. That's the dwarves, the orcs, the elves, and the humans. This is where the competition part comes in. Your task is to create an audio track that follows the script below and suits the part. We only need the audio file, and the video will be developed by us along with the music added. The rules and further information are listed below. However, just as a short example, listen to the following rendition of the main thread by myself. There's an example of how it should be said. Hopefully, of course, more naturally than the way I said it. Greetings applicant, and welcome to the Lord of the Craft's brand new application system. We've introduced a totally new and unique system so that applying for the Lord of the Craft is even easier than it ever has been before. Before we explain the details regarding applying itself, we'd like to give you a bit of inspiration regarding creating a character and making your application. Don't be cliché. Be original and make your character something that you yourself want it to be. It's your application and it's your chance to be creative with it. You don't need to keep the format styling like it is by default. Why not make the questions into pictures? Or make your biography in a video form? It's entirely up to you. The more effort you put into your application, the better the chances are it's going to be good. So be creative and be imaginative, and most of all, be yourself. Now onto the slightly more dull details. In order for you to apply, we only require you to do a few simple things. Firstly, you should head on over to our extensive wiki and read the lore of the server. You can get there by pressing that big picture on the screen right now. Most importantly at this stage, you should decide what race you want to play as and read up on that race. You will notice that under each race's heading below there's information about it and links to the wiki pages relating to that race itself. Make sure you give it all a good read, as knowing the lore will seriously aid you through making a good application. Secondly, head on over to the rules. You can get there by clicking the flashy button on screen right now. Make sure you give those rules a thorough read, as you really need to know them, or you might end up getting in trouble. Now, it's time for you to actually make your application. Scroll down on the page you're on right now. You'll notice 4 headings, one for each major race: the humans, the elves, the dwarves, and the orcs. Click on the show tag that corresponds to the race you want to play as. You'd instantly notice on the profile page that each race's expectations and requirements are listed. Make sure you give these a good read and scroll on down to the format itself. The format is quite simple to fill in. You simply type your answers outside of the coloured brackets. Once you've filled it in, you simply post it. It's really that simple. This is the point where you need to have some patience. A member of our hand-picked and expert application team will pop onto your application and read it. They will then decide whether they're going to accept or deny you to the server. If they accept you, then you just need to wait for a game master to implement you. However, if you are denied, you have a bit more work to do. You need to wait the allocated amount of time between posting applications as specified below. Make sure you don't post your application before this, or you'll be denied again. During this time period, you have a chance to read over the application team members' advice and criticisms and correct any faults that they have listed. Hopefully, if you do this fully, next time you'll be accepted. If you have any trouble throughout the application process, the application team is here to help. Simply post your application in the forum and they'll get back to you. You can get there by clicking the button on screen right now. Now, what are you waiting for? Haven't you got an application to write? Good luck